India and Vietnam are reportedly on the brink of sealing a $700 million defense agreement that will see Hanoi acquire the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile system. This transaction marks a significant escalation in India's arms export ambitions and signals Vietnam's intent to reinforce its coastal and aerial defense infrastructure. Once the deal is finalized, Vietnam will become the second international operator of the BrahMos missile after the Philippines. Vietnam plans to integrate the missile system across multiple platforms, including its Su-30 fighter jets and coastal defense batteries. This move comes at a time of heightened tensions in the South China Sea, where Vietnam has been increasingly assertive in defending its maritime claims. The BrahMos missile, known for its versatility, can be deployed from ships, submarines, land launchers, and aircraft. Preliminary negotiations for the missile system began years ago, with earlier discussions revolving around a $625 million package. The finalized contract is expected to be broader in scope, including both air-launched and shore-based variants of the missile. Vietnamese military branches, both Army and Navy, will operate the systems, reflecting a comprehensive upgrade to the country's deterrence posture. Indian defense officials have been actively involved in these talks. During Vietnam's military anniversary and the 2024 Vietnam International Defense Expo, high-level Indian representatives, including Vice Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General N.S. Raja Subramani, were present. BrahMos Aerospace and other Indian defense firms showcased their platforms at the event, highlighting growing military-industrial cooperation between the two countries. Beyond procurement, Vietnam is interested in acquiring technological know-how to bolster its domestic missile development capabilities. India appears receptive to transferring relevant technologies as part of a larger strategic alignment with Vietnam, which is gradually reducing its dependency on Russian arms. According to SIPRI data, Russia supplied 60% of Vietnam's arms imports in 2022. However, the Ukraine conflict and resulting disruptions to Russian exports have prompted Vietnam to seek alternative partners, including Israel and South Korea. Recent Vietnamese acquisitions from Israel include air defense systems, while India has provided high-speed patrol boats and naval hardware. South Korea has contributed shipbuilding expertise. These steps are part of Hanoi's broader defense diversification strategy aimed at strengthening its national capabilities and reducing reliance on a single source of military equipment. The BrahMos missile itself is the product of a long-standing Indo-Russian joint venture dating back to 1998. Originally developed as a ship-launched weapon, the system has evolved into multiple variants, including land-based mobile launchers, air-launched missiles, and submarine-compatible versions. Its name is a fusion of the Brahmaputra and Moskva rivers, reflecting the collaboration between India's DRDO and Russia's NPO Mashinostroyenia. India's accession to the Missile Technology Control Regime, MTCR, in 2016 opened the door to enhanced versions of BrahMos with extended range. While export versions are capped at 290 kilometers, Indian variants can exceed 400 kilometers, with next-generation models under development aiming to reach up to 900 kilometers. These advancements have made BrahMos a cornerstone of India's Make in India defense export strategy. The Philippines was the first foreign buyer of the system, finalizing a $375 million deal in 2022 for 3 coastal batteries. Deliveries began in 2024, with further negotiations underway for 9 more batteries. India is also in advanced talks with Indonesia and has fielded interest from nations in Central Asia, South America, and the Middle East, including Brazil, Malaysia, and the UAE. BrahMos missiles are known for their speed, reaching up to Mach 3, and employ a 2-stage propulsion system. The missile is launched using a solid fuel booster and then transitions to a liquid-fueled ramjet for sustained flight. Its warhead, ranging from 200 to 300 kilograms, is guided by a combination of inertial navigation, satellite tracking, and active radar during its final phase. To increase its effectiveness, the missile can execute terminal maneuvers such as sea skimming and steep dives, reducing the chances of interception. The circular error probable, CEP, is under 1 meter, making it one of the most accurate missiles in its class. New variants, such as the BrahMos NG, are under development for lighter platforms like the Tejas and Rafale jets, while the future BrahMos 2 hypersonic missile aims to draw on technologies seen in Russia's Zircon missile. In addition to missile sales, India has deepened its military collaboration with Vietnam through other avenues. Under a $100 million credit line, New Delhi delivered 12 high-speed boats to Hanoi. In a gesture of strategic goodwill, India also gifted the missile corvette INS Kirpan to Vietnam in 2023. The two nations have signed a logistics agreement allowing reciprocal use of each other's military facilities for resupply and repairs. Indian trainers have worked closely with Vietnamese personnel to help them operate Russian-origin platforms like the Su-30s and Kilo-class submarines. Naval exchanges have included Vietnam's participation in India's Milan exercises, and the two armies collaborate under the VinBax initiative focusing on UN peacekeeping training. Vietnam's pivot towards India and other non-Russian suppliers highlights a broader shift in Southeast Asia's defense landscape. With the BrahMos acquisition, Hanoi is sending a clear message about its commitment to modernizing its forces and countering regional threats, especially amid ongoing disputes with China in the South China Sea. This high-stakes missile deal not only strengthens bilateral defense ties but also positions India as a formidable player in the global arms market.